MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The NFL's first ever Black Friday clash. The Dolphins and the Jets underway here at MetLife Stadium.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at 25.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. This pass out wide to Hall. Right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Rodgers. And that nearly an interception here on his opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You look at this defense. Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Tua going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now the first run for Devon A-Chain. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less. Here's Tua. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Yep, what's that? That's all, man.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get this run past midfield and stop just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jets come in with 2 wins on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning. But unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark or something. Big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly. Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the
has it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
He's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. That already in for a Miami touchdown. Elijah Higgins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Here now a 3rd and 20. Rodgers wants to change the look. Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allowed the conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Hardman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Third and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Well, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
A 60-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 30 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You okay, baby? You sure? Why are you just sitting there?
Tua sets up to pass it.
What's wrong with you? You like I'm on my phone. What's bothering you?
I think he had to hold down
Huh?
before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill.
So why you acting like that?
There without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
So why you mad like dry like that?
That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
I think the best
Huh?
offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to
What's
the
bothering
10.
you?
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
So why you being mad quiet over
Bring
it?
up 2nd down.
I ain't asked you that. I said why you mad quiet?
Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
You chilling?
On for the extra point.
Huh? Yeah?
And it's 21-3.
And what else? Huh? And what else? What's wrong, baby?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Okay, but what's bothering you? It seems like something's bothering you.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good.
It seems like it.
About 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
You mad that I'm playing the game, baby? So what you mad at? What's wrong, Ma?
Nothing.
You mad quiet.
So what?
You don't got no TV on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Build that momentum offense.
Now Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Yeah, bro, Naheem Hines is one of the worst picks ever, bro.
They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saves it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They try to throw in 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And quickly, they get to the line. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Any questions about how they approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Rodgers now on first down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's good. Inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Hall. Now the timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Aaron Rodgers, he can still maneuver. 35 rushing touchdowns in his career with Green Bay. Partner, I double-checked that stat. That's the right number. And even at his age, he knows when it's time to go, and he does it there for a touchdown.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tua, the final shot before half, incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Baby. Tell me you love me. How much?
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to
As much as what?
third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second.
Has been on and off though.
This will be a touchback. Barrios
Not enough.
to bring it out.
No. What I just said?
First down, Miami. As
I don't love you.
Start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half.
Oh.
Good through the air, really all around, an outstanding offensive
I
performance.
just act like it? How come I pretend, baby? How come I pretend, baby?
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They
Huh?
come back out with that lead.
Do I pretend? Where do I get out of pretending, baby? So that just mean I love you then if I don't get
Start back some on 5, 1st and 15. Going to the
I be
air,
pretending for fun, huh?
And that is
So I be pretending?
He couldn't hold on to the contact.
No, I don't.
Second down.
Huh?
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
throw it with Tagovailoa. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. The 2 is going to change things up. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. This will be caught. It's Waddle. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. They'll run for it with A.J. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On play action, here's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's how it's done.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Boys, go count the rock. All right, let's keep the pressure on him, offense. Stay tough. All right, let's go. You can do it, baby.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his target. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Guys, you got this. Let's win.
On play action, now Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A big loss on the play.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. And he came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Outright caught by Chosen. There's on here a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Now 2 are going to change the play. In motion, Hill. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry up. On 2nd down, Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
A-Chain will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jets 17. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Rodgers now to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Hardman on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 and now on 1st down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. 3rd down, here's A-Chain. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. 2 and now on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll send a tight end in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Gets him. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Eric Saubert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25.
17. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Cam Smith. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This one deep for Wilson. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. Down the left sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Dolphins 49, Jets 24.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of